What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another break on this Friday evening. Right now, we've got our 2024 Topps Chrome Update Baseball Hobby Box. 6-box full case number 6. Pick your team. Going to go ahead and get this shared over to the group. Get everybody tagged, and we'll go ahead and get started. Go ahead and get everybody tagged here. Jessica having a hard time tagging you. If you go by something else on Facebook, let me know. I'll go ahead and get that tag added. Louis having a hard time tagging you. If you go by something else on Facebook, let me know. I'll get that tag added. All right, got all those tags added there. Give everybody about 30 seconds to hop on in here. Go ahead and grab these hobby boxes out of there. Empty case there. Go ahead and get that moved out of the way really quick. Our 2-lane there. There we go. Dang. Can't believe it's that delayed. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Into our first box here. Empty box there. Yeah, but I thought it was supposed to go around 9 o'clock. I guess you never know with those fights. Fights go long. Really hoping Tyson just knocks it out of the park with that one. I do not want to see what a world where Jake Paul beats Mike Tyson looks like. I saw the uncomfortable shot of Mike Tyson, him coming out. Showing his rear end. Looking for one auto per box in these ones. Got a nice Stratospheric Stars insert coming over to the New York Yankees of Juan Soto. See if we can't get that to focus a little bit more. Got our first auto here. It's going to be an AJ Smith-Shawver, 263 out of 499. Going over to the Braves. Nice rookie pitcher auto there. That one's going over to Michael. There you go, Michael. Got an auto coming your way. Congrats on that. Right behind that, we have a refractor of AJ Smith-Shawver as well. Also coming over to the Braves. There we go. Nice break there for the Braves. Go ahead and get this Jordan Westburg sleeved up real quick. Congrats on that one again, Michael. Got a Naoki Osawa here going over to the Red Sox. Oh, heck yeah. Glad to hear that's your PC as well. Makes it even better. Got an Elly De La Cruz coming over to the Reds. Nice rookie there. Got a Kyle Manzardo on the 35th anniversary. All right, let me get this stack of base moved over. We'll hop into the next stack. Pete Alonso on the back there. sleeved up there. Y'all have to let me know if that fight ever starts. I'm interested to see how long it goes before there's a KO, if there's a KO. Nice. Freddie Freeman. World Series champion. Freddie's a big part of the reason the Dodgers became the World Series champions. It's a nice one there. Got a Jorge Polanco here coming over to the Mariners. Let's see if I can get that. There we go. Let's do it. Let's get you a Diamondbacks monster. Also looking for a Red Sox monster. That has also been requested. Got a nice Jackson Holiday going over to the Orioles. Got a Ceddanne Rafaela and a Marcell Ozuna. I would love to see a debut. I'm with you. I don't care what team. Let's just see one. Got a Yamamoto there. These cards like to stick together. Going over to the Dodgers. Got a nice Jackson Merrill here. Going over to the Padres. Rookie of the Year contender. I guess finalist now. We got some color coming up behind that as well. We got a Brett Harris, 219 out of 250, coming over to the Oakland Athletics. Parker Meadows get pulled. There we go. And then we've got a Jason Dominguez, 18 out of 99, coming over to the Yankees. Nice one there for the Yankees on the rookie. Last pack of this first box. Got a Wyatt Langford rookie coming over to the Rangers. Let me get this base moved over. Hop into box number 2. Dang, that's crazy. I would love to see one of those. Crack open some more top loaders while we're at it real quick. Hopefully we can pull one. I think the excitement would be huge from everyone in the room. Empty box there. Here we go. Got a Shota Imanaga coming over to the Cubs. I love the idea of the debut patches. I think that's one of the things Fanatics has done that I think is really good for the hobby. Got a Zach Eflin. Cole Ragans right behind that. This one's going over to the Orioles. I think it's interesting, too, how different teams... Yeah, that's what I was just about to bring up, Chris. The deal for the Pirates is crazy. I think it's interesting that full teams are starting to do that. I'm sure it'll go in some sort of, like, museum for them or something. Unless Skeens himself wants it, which I also would understand. Both of these sleeved up. Skeens was pulled? Dang, that's big news if that's true. Because that offer from the Pirates is insane. Question is, would you guys take the offer or would you sell the card? I don't know. They put out that offer this morning, so it could have been pulled between this morning and now. I haven't seen anything, but that doesn't mean that it is not possible. I know Livy Dunn made it even more like, she was like, I'll add on, you can sit in our private suite for a game if you give the card to the... Got a Victor Scott here. Go ahead and look at the code on the back of that one. Just making sure. I believe this is an image variation. Yep, this is going to be a Victor Scott image variation. Nice one there for the Cardinals. Just a second here. Get this image variation. I'll just get it downloaded. Nice Victor Scott image variation there. Going over to the Cardinals. I think I'd take the offer. And then, like, since I obviously don't... Heck yeah, Michael. Nice to hear. Got a Jackson Churio there. Right behind that, we got a Jonathan Class A. 87 out of 199. And a Sal Frelick right behind that. But nice auto coming over to the Mariners. But I would take the deal and then sell the tickets that I wasn't going to use. And maybe travel out to Pittsburgh once a year. Nice one there. Going over to the Seattle Mariners. I'm blind. Congrats on that one. Get this Jackson Churio sleeved up. Oh, that one's going over to Joe Andreessen, that auto for the Mariners. For some reason, it was escaping me every time I looked at the list. Congrats on that one, Joe. Sal Frelick there going over to the Brewers, along with the Jackson Churio rookie also going over to the Brewers. Yeah, I think I would just take the offer and then sell the tickets I wouldn't use. Because, I mean, you get a ton of stuff other than just the tickets, so it's kind of a win-win. You got 2 Jackson Holidays. Plus, in the long run, I think you could maybe make just as much money off of those tickets. I wonder, though. This might be smart of the Pirates if they put, like, a no-sale clause on those tickets. So, use them or lose them kind of thing. But I guess we shall see what happens when that card gets pulled. Open up another pack of sleeves real quick. I think, like, auctioning it also makes sense, but I'd be worried with auctioning it that you end up getting less than what you think it's worth or what you'd want for it. So at least that way, got a Brent Harris there, and right behind that, Paul Skeens. That way, if you took the tickets, you at least get something guaranteed, like you know what you're walking in there with. And I'm sure you could negotiate, too. I don't know how far your negotiating power would go in a situation like that. But, I mean, you'd get to meet Skeens. And also, on the very off chance that he, after this season, just does terrible, you can say you got all that stuff and they can't take it away from you. Because, I mean, that has happened in the past with rookie phenoms where they do amazing their rookie year and then just kind of fizzle out for injury or something like that. You never know what's going to happen. Especially with pitchers. That's like an injury-prone position. So I wouldn't I don't know if I'd hold on to that card too long and try to see what else you could get for it. Got a Jared Jones and a Junior Caminero rookies. I don't know. What would you guys do? Colton Cowser there going over to the Orioles. Get this base moved out of the way. Got a Tony Pham here going over to the Cardinals. And a Ricky Velasquez. Rookie going over to the Dodgers. Shota Imanaga here. And an Alec Bohm. Boom. Yeah, I think game used jersey would be fair. I know you get 2 auto jerseys. We were talking about earlier, me and some of the guys, I wonder if you could try to get a game used ball in a jersey instead of 2 jerseys. But you also get a private meet and greet with Paul Skeens. So I'm sure maybe during that you could also get something else signed. Got a Yusei Kikuchi here. Set 117 out of 299. Going over to the Astros. There we go. Nice one going over to the Astros. Got a rookie behind that. Yeah, I think it just depends on how hard it is to sell them. Because I think, that's the less volatile way to go. Maybe, maybe not, depending on how you look at it. I don't know. Auctions just scare me in general because I have seen, you always hear stories of things going wrong where someone's promised, $500,000 and they get $10,000, which is still great money to anybody, but not when you thought you were going to get way more. Got an Oliver Dunn here, 306 out of 399, coming over to the Brewers. Cards love to stick together. Got an all-etch Tatis and a Future Stars Jason Dominguez for the Yankees. Got another Junior Caminero here. It'd be pretty cool to get to meet Skeens, though. I wouldn't complain about that. Dude's kind of on everybody's radar right now. I don't know. I'm with you, though. Pirates tickets do nothing for me personally. So if I didn't sell them, I probably would just auction the ball. I'm never against a free baseball game, though. But the problem is if you're not from Pittsburgh, if you don't live where the Pirates are. Was not going to say it, Pedro, but I think that's what a lot of people are thinking. There we go. I think that's why she added that. All right, into box number 3. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. But, I mean, like I said, if you didn't live in Pittsburgh and you won that, then you're going to have to pay for travel, everything like that. So, I don't know. I think it would be a difficult decision. I don't think it's an easy. Exactly, Pedro. Empty box there. Got an Eddie Rosario coming over to the Nationals here. I'm interested to see, though, if other teams follow suit and start offering that for their players. Obviously, so a team like the Rockies is not going to do that. But some of these bigger teams like the Yankees, the Red Sox. I mean, it's a little bit too late now. I think the Pirates jumped on right at the last moment. Like, that seemed a little late. But guess we'll see. Could set a new trend. But I guess then the conversation becomes, does that take the cards out of the hands of collectors into those major organizations? I mean, obviously, one collector's having to make that choice. Got a Simeon Woods Richardson here, 60 out of 99, coming over to the Minnesota Twins. Yeah, I saw that one. I think he said he was willing to pay whatever. Well, I'm sure within reason, but I mean, I respect that, though. I feel like if I pulled that, I'd be more willing to sell it to him at like a good price than someone else, just because that's more sentimental to him than it will be to any of us as collectors. Same with, I know Evan Carter likes to buy a lot of his own cards. And that's just one of those things where it's like, that means more to those players than it does to collectors most of the time. Got a Brian Reynolds auto here. 10 out of 50. That one's going over to the Pittsburgh Pirates. And Chris Zolman. There you go, Chris. Got an auto out of 50 on the All-Star game coming your way. Nice one there. Congrats on that. Got the Jackson Holiday behind that. I don't know why all those sleeves just wanted to launch towards me. Yeah, I mean, you're not giving a card like that away. Make sure that focus is there. Got a Jordan Lawler here coming over to the Diamondbacks and a Jordan Beck for the Rockies right behind that. But I mean, maybe you'd do 900,000 instead of $1 million because you knew it was his dad. Something like that. Like, I'm sure not everybody, but I personally would do a little bit better of a deal. But I'm not giving it to him for free. That's for sure. Got another Jordan Westburg rookie there. Well, especially because his dad was also a professional player for a little bit, so he's probably not dirt poor and can afford to pay the premium for that card if he's interested, truly interested in it. Got a nice one here. Jackson Chourio coming over to the Brewers. There we go. Let me get this base moved over. What do you guys think the Skeens card goes for? Like, if someone were to auction it off rather than give it to the Pirates. We got a Seth Lugo here, 364 out of 399, coming over to the Royals. What do you think that Skeens would go for? It's got to be at least $1 million, right? Like, if they're offering that much stuff, it's obviously one of the most valuable cards in the product. One of the most desirable cards right now, I think, in the hobby. But I'm curious to know just how much you could sell that for, because I think that's also another determinant on if you take the Pirates deal or not. Yeah, I agree. I think it could be a record-setting card, but it could also not go for as much as they're thinking. I think that's a tough one. I think, honestly, it depends on the collector. I, personally, would like the MLB debut patch more, but I would venture to say that most people would probably prefer the first Bowman. Just because that's, like, big first card. But I think, like, there's so many factors that go into that. I think it depends on the player, depends on the collector, depends on the team. Because obviously someone who may be, like, not as big of a name, or who when their first Bowman came out weren't that big, their rookie debut patch may be worth more. But with Skeens, Jackson Holiday, players like that, I have a feeling their first Bowman's probably still going to be their most valuable auto. Got another Ellie rookie there. Going over to the Reds. I would argue, though, the debut patch might be cooler because that was only worn in one game. It was actually, like, you can guarantee it was worn by the player. And you can see where that patch came from whenever you want. Whereas with the Superfractor, you don't really have, I mean, you don't have proof of the patch being signed either, but got a Stratospheric Stars Adley Rushman coming over to the Orioles. Exactly. And well, that's my only worry about auctioning a card like that. There you go. Right by now, we got a nice Jackson Merrill coming over to the Padres. My only worry with auctioning it is you don't know what you're going to get. It could be a record-setting card, or people could decide they're not a huge, like, I don't think this will happen with Skeens, but hypothetically, people could decide they're not huge on Skeens anymore. And then it tanks at auction, and you're stuck with less than desirable outcome. Whereas at least if you take the Pirates deal, that's guaranteed whether Skeens pans out or not. So I would argue that might be the safer bet. But sometimes big risk means big reward, so I'm saying, like, all this, like, I would ever get to make the decision on that Skeens card, but It's kind of fun to theorize about. I'm always interested to hear different people's takes. Empty box. We did get you a Pirates auto out of 50, Chris. So let's get some more. Yeah, 100% Pedro, and that's why I'd be interested to see if they do some sort of like no sale. Here's hoping, Chris. Here's hoping. Let's get a big Skeens for you. Got a Skeens on the 35th anniversary here. I wonder what the most affordable, like on the flip side of that. Obviously, Skeens is probably the most desirable. The gold was Brian Reynolds. That one's going over to the Twins. But I wonder who the most like affordable rookie debut patch is going to be, because they're all one of ones, so they've all got a collector market, regardless of the player. But I'm curious on who the like least sought after one is. Got an Elly De La Cruz for the All-Star game. Going over to the Reds there. Nice Jackson Holiday, 36 out of 150, coming over to the Orioles. That one's going over to Bobby. There you go, Bobby. Nice Jackson Holiday coming your way. Let's get high school rookie debut patches now. Perfect idea. You just found your moneymaker. Got our auto here. It's going to be a Daysbel Hernandez coming over to the Braves. Once again, that one's going over to the Atlanta Braves. Nice auto there. Going over to Michael. Congrats on that, Michael. Got an auto coming your way. All right, by now we got a Randy Rodriguez going over to the Giants. Got a future stars, Paul Skeens, going over to Pirates. Jason Dominguez there, going over to the Yankees, and an Austin Wells. Last pack of this snack. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I don't think I've seen... Got a nice Corbin Carroll there coming over to the Diamondbacks. I don't think I've seen a hype like this around a product in a while. I think a lot of people are coming out of retirement or are just buying more than they normally do to chase those. Like I said, I got to give credit to Fanatics. That was a smart idea. Got an Austin Hayes here. 132 out of 175. Going over to the Phillies. Nice looking card there. Really love these parallels. Got 2 all etch here. Bryce Harper, Nolan Arenado. Got another Skeens rookie here. On the base. Dang, that's not a bad investment at all. I feel like 120 is a good investment price to get one of those. Don't think you'll see one up for sale for 120 anytime soon. Last 3 packs of this box, and we move into our second to last box. Got another Paul Skeens on the base there. That's his rookie debut, so it's the same base. It's just a different image base. So it's not like an image variation. They just do 2 rookie cards. I know they look a little misleading at first. I even caught myself earlier. I was sorting through the first break of this we did, and I went, ooh, that's an image variation. And then I looked, and I was like, oh, no, it's just the rookie debut versus a regular rookie. Get that moved over. All right, second to last box. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Empty box there. Got a Junior Caminero on the Future Stars. Going over to Tampa Bay. I know it's super early, but who do y'all think could pull off the World Series next year? I always like to hear way in advance, see if anybody can predict it. My money is on the Tigers or the Orioles. I think both of those teams have good, solid foundations. Got an all-etch rookie rush of Jackson Holliday. Going over to the Baltimore Orioles. There we go. Braves would be another good one. I always, when it's not my team, because I'm a huge Cubs fan, I don't think the Cubs are going to do it anytime soon. As much as I love the Cubbies, I think they just need a little bit more help. But I always like to see underdogs be the winners. Yeah. I could also see a Dodgers repeat. That is also a possibility. I would maybe like to see a new team win it, but I wouldn't be against Dodgers necessarily. But I'm with Pedro. I think the Tigers have a really good chance because they're all so young. I think the Orioles have the same thing going for them. Got a Gavin Stone going over to the Dodgers there. I'm going to say the Rockies. I think the Rockies, just kidding. Nobody's ever said that. At least not for nearly a decade. Although, if the Rockies managed to pull that off, that would be one of, 1 billion ESPN documentaries made about it, and, that would be insane. White Sox. Let's get a Rockies White Sox. Let's do that. Game of the century. Got a Joey Gallo here. 48 out of 50. Nice gold there. Going over to the Nationals. That one's going over to Justin Masters. There you go, Justin. Congrats on that. Still looking for our auto out of this one. Got a Future Stars, Wyatt Langford. Get this base moved over, hop into that second stack. And then on to our last box. Guess it really depends on who makes the best moves in the offseason, too. I know the Yankees are trying to make some roster moves, free up some space, but I don't know. Got another Skeens on the base. I'm never against the Yankees like a lot of people are, although they did just get rid of my favorite player of all time. But there definitely needs to be some shifts there. Got the Jackson Trio here on the rookie debut base. Yeah, I definitely think Detroit has a greater chance than a lot of people give them credit for. I definitely was rooting for Detroit in this last one. I think Detroit also really wants it. Not that every team doesn't want it in some capacity, but I think they've got the drive to get there, especially after getting so close. Same with the Orioles, though. The Orioles made it all the way to the wild card. Got a Johan Rojas auto. 21 out of 299 coming over to the Phillies there. That one's going over to Derek Sanderson. There you go, Derek. Got a nice auto coming your way. Congrats on that. See if I can't get it to focus a little bit better. There we go. Red Sox are another one, I think. It's been a while since they've won one. I don't know. Like I said, baseball season just ended. There's plenty of time to see who does well and who doesn't, but I always like speculating, seeing how close. How close I can get. Or I like having other people change my mind on teams that... Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be any team's real chance at winning is going to be those prospects. Now, I mean, you can win without them. Don't get me wrong, but I think that's going to determine who has a good shot and who doesn't. Is their farm system. Got another Jackson Holiday rookie. Last 2 packs of this box. Last pack here. We hop into our last box. Got another Skeens on the rookie debut. All right, last box here. Good luck, everybody. Empty box there. Here we go. Still looking for our last auto as well in this. Let's get a big one to finish us off. We've gotten some really good autos so far, though. Everything's been numbered. Another Jackson Trio on the 35th anniversary. We got a crushed Pete Alonso and a Paul Skeens on the All-Star right behind that. This one's coming over to the Mets. Nice one there. Those are one out of every about 1,000 hobby packs. That one's going over to Michael McKinney. Here you go, Michael. Got a nice Pete Alonso crushed for you. Crushed is the name of the insert. Card's not crushed or anything. But congrats on that. We got the Skeens for the All-Star right behind that. Really like those All-Star game cards. Dang, sorry, Brian. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully you could still pull one as well. Two more packs out of this first stack. Yeah, the uniforms aren't the best this year, but they look nice on cards because the colors really pop. They're more unique, so they stand out. Get these moved over. We'll hop into our last stack. I feel like they kind of grow on me a little bit too. Like with the Rockies City Connect. Did you say Jake Paul? Did Jake Paul seriously win that fight? Got a Ryan Jeffers auto here going over the Twins. 249 out of 499. I hope that's a joke, but I'm sure it's not. That one going over to the Minnesota Twins. Congrats on that auto. Got a future stars Evan Carter here. Going over to the Rangers. Dang, that's brutal. Got a Landon Roop coming over to the Giants. Was it at least a good fight? Did it seem fair? That's the other concern. Yeah, I mean, that's why. That was why I had a feeling if Jake Paul won, like, there's something going on there. Dang, I mean, that's a pretty decent fight then, I guess. Wasn't over right away. I know it was mostly just like a publicity stunt, but still sucks to hear Iron Mike Tyson lose to Jake Paul. Got a Gunnar Henderson here, 30 out of 50, coming over to the Baltimore Orioles. Nice one there for the Orioles. That one going over to Bobby. There you go, Bobby. Congrats on that, Gunnar Henderson. Got a Heston Kjerstad here for the Orioles. Yeah, I mean, Tyson knows either way. He's getting paid bank. And regardless of whether or not he won this fight, it's not going to tarnish his legacy too much. He's still Iron Mike Tyson. Should have said he's just the guy from the Hangover movies and see how many people freaked out. Don't you dare disrespect Mike Tyson like that. Even though those movies are good. Got a Wyatt Langford on the 35th anniversary coming over to the Rangers. All right, 4 more packs. Going into it, I had a feeling that was going to be the outcome, but I was still hoping just a little bit that Mike could pull one out. What song did he come out to? Is it I Think I Can Beat Mike Tyson? Because that is the perfect. I'll have to go back and watch it later. Watch some like replay. Got a Mason Black here, 232 out of 299, coming over to the Giants. Okay. That makes sense, too. There we go. I was like, I had a hard time believing they'd let him come out to I Think I Can Beat Mike Tyson by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, but that would be hilarious. Got a nice Jackson Chourio here coming over to the Brewers. 141 out of 150. Congrats on that one. And we head into our final pack here. Got a Skeens on the base. And a Jackson Chourio Future Stars to finish us off. All right, let me get a couple things moved over here. We'll hop into that recap. All right, here we go into our recap here. Yes, sir, exactly. That's the way it always works. The people who are most active in the chat seem to have good luck. It's not scientifically proven, but got the Jackson Trail 141 out of 150 going over to the Brewers. Gunnar Henderson 30 out of 50 on the All-Star going over to the Orioles. Ryan Jeffers 248 out of 499 auto going over to the Minnesota Twins. Johan Rojas 23 out of 299 going over to the Phillies on the auto. Got a Joey Gallo 48 out of 50 going over to the Nationals on the gold. Got a Daysbel Hernandez auto going over to the Braves. Got the Brian Reynolds 10 out of 50 auto going over to the Pirates. Got the Simeon Woods Richardson 60 out of 99 going over to the Twins. Got the Justin Slayton going over to the Red Sox. Got the Jonathan Clase 87 out of 199 auto going over to the Mariners. Got the Victor Scott image variation going over to the Cardinals. Got the Jason Dominguez rookie debut going over to the Yankees. That one's going to be 18 out of 99. And we got the AJ Smith Sharver auto 263 out of 499 going over to the Braves. And the Pete Alonso crushed coming over to the Mets. Nice one there. Don't worry, Pedro. That just means your time is coming. You're building up all that good luck. All right, everybody. That's going to do it for this break. Thank you for hopping on with me and talking some baseball. I'll catch you in the next one, and I hope